Contender Series is so back. Welcome, everybody. I'm Andy Lang. We're going to break down week 1 of 2026 Contender Series. Wanted to wait until the day of, so we got all the point spreads and the round totals and the props and everything. So let's get into it. And it is $5 Tuesday. We have a $5 best bet that is up at Wager Talk. It is plus money. I love this one. It is a parlay. That's kind of how we have to do things with Contender Series. So jump aboard. We're going to do one every single week. So for the next 10 weeks, there's going to be a $5 play for Contender Series, and we will be doing our live show on Contender Series on the Winning in the Shadows YouTube channel. So if you want to join us, just go to the Winning in the Shadows YouTube channel, subscribe, and we'll be live around 6:45-ish p.m. Eastern time tonight. All right, let's get into the fights. First one, Kunneman versus Kropschot. Money coming in on Kropschot. I don't really get it. I like Kunneman. He's a predictable fighter. He's going to go for takedowns. He's going to look to submit on the ground. The biggest worry with him is lack of competition. Now, you can say that about most of these guys on Contender Series. They're not fighting UFC guys. They're not in UFC anymore. But he's really fought some bums. I still think he's good enough. I love his center of gravity. I love how he doesn't mess around. I mean, he's going to shoot for a takedown within the first 20 seconds of the fight. Kropschot leaves himself open to strike. So if Kunneman does want to set up the takedown with some strikes, I think Kropschot's going to be open. The under 1.5 is minus 200, minus 195. I don't mind it because if Kunneman gets this on the ground, the way he works into those arm triangles and the way he works into those submissions is pretty quick and pretty slick. So Kropschot's experienced. I just don't think he's that good. So if you want to use an alternative total round, the 2.5 under minus 475. That's pretty juiced. Looking at method of victory, Kunneman to win by finish is only minus 160. If you want to bet Kunneman, just bet him by finish because I really don't see how he lasts the distance. Someone's getting finished in this fight, so I like unders and I like Kunneman to win. Mulumba and Pagliarulo is the second fight. Do my time codes here. I thought Mulumba was going to be at a much bigger disadvantage with the height and the reach, but at weigh-ins and face-offs, he is shorter. It's going to be a little bit of a reach disadvantage, but not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. So we see money come in on Mulumba. He's all the way up to minus 170. Under 1.5 is minus 210. I'm not sure I would take unders in this one. That over 1.5 at plus 160 looks pretty good to me. The issue would be Pagliarulo is taller. He's not nearly as fast. Mulumba's going to have a massive speed advantage. And when you watch Pagliarulo, he kind of lumbers around a little bit. He's got decent striking, and he does have that long reach that can extend into guys and keep their distance back. But Mulumba's a really good fighter. He was on Contender Series last season, almost knocked out Rahiki. I'm surprised the ref didn't stop the fight in that one. So he's got power. I guess you could say, yeah, cardio might be a little bit of an issue because he gassed out in Rahiki, but he used all of his energy trying to get the finish. It didn't materialize, and Rahiki gets the finish. So I wouldn't be taking unders in this one. The minus 3.5 is kind of interesting on Mulumba. If he wins by finish, then that wins. But he's got to win all 3 rounds, and his striking is just much, much better than Pagliarulo, and his speed is just going to be much more exaggerated tonight. So, all right, we've got. I mean, this Bilal, Hasan, and Saikia. I think the markets are all over this one. I think everyone in the know is all over this one. Hasan will knock out Saikia, and it will be early. The alternative total rounds, the under half a round is plus 125. I don't hate it. This Saikia guy, he's an Indian fighter. UFC wants to be breaking into the Indian markets. This guy's just not it. He's beaten a bunch of guys on the Indian regional scenes. The one time he had to step up in competition, he fought a guy on the road to UFC of all things, and he got knocked out in 37 seconds. Hasan is going to make quick work of this guy. I mean, you could also take. Let's see. You could take Hasan is minus 350 to win in round 1. So the markets are just telling you what's going to happen in this one. It's Hasan. The line is completely out of control. Even the under 1.5 is minus 580. So you don't need me to tell you what's getting ready to happen in this one. Next fight is Escarrega and Abe. And the line are really close on this one, and I agree with the lines being close. I lean Escarrega. He's minus 135. I have not bet this myself, but I agree that this fight is going to be pretty close. These guys are not going to wrestle. They're not going to clinch. This is going to be a strike fest. The only time you're going to see wrestling or clinch is if someone gets tired. So these guys are going to stand and they're going to throw some good shots. I lean Escarrega, but I have not bet it myself. He just seems to be a little bit more powerful and a touch more crisp. And he seems like he's going to be the one that's going to initiate the pace, initiate where the fight takes place. So that's why I lean him. But as far as betting him at minus 135, I haven't done that yet. I probably won't. I do like the over 1.5 at minus 120. I think this is your nominee for the fight that goes longer than people expect. So I'm glad the markets are in agreement on the 1.5 being pretty close to even money. So really don't have a whole lot in that one. You could also take Escarrega by decision if you're feeling a little saucy. So that's all I got on that one. All right, we got one fight left, and again, it's $5 Tuesday. My best bet for Contender Series, the one that I've bet with my own money, is up. It's a plus money. It is a parlay, so you have to be comfortable with betting a couple of parlay legs. But that's how you bet Contender Series. You have bad fighters fighting decent fighters. You have the UFC who knows who they want to win, so you get these crazy lines. And the parlays have just been the way to bet Contender Series. We hit 60% of our official bets last season. Hoping to get off to an even better start. You can't win all 10 weeks if you don't win the first one. So every Tuesday, we're going to have a $5 bet that is up at wagertalk.com. Use the shortcut wt.buzz/AL. And we're seeing MMA really well. 15-7 run. Hit another 5%er on Saturday. So looking forward to tonight. And again, live show. Call it 6:45 p.m. Eastern. We'll get you ready for everything. We take notes on all the fighters that get contracts, and then we show you guys our notes so you can save it for your own record. That way, when these guys and girls get to UFC, you've got all your notes, and saves you some time on research. So live show is awesome. A lot of fun. Okay, Wint and Adams. Adams lost a bunch of weight. And I've seen people saying, oh, Adams lost a bunch of weight. He's in really good shape. Don't think that matters. Anthony Wint is a dynamic striker. This guy swings for the fences, and when he lands, it's trouble. So Matt Adams comes in a little bit light, and the markets didn't care. Wint is now up to minus 1350. Under 1.5 is minus 375. I'm going to look at some of these props. Wint by first round knockout is minus 175. So again, the markets are telling us who the favorite is and how they expect it to win. I think he does. Wint is perfect for Contender Series. He's perfect for Dana White. He's perfect for UFC. Doesn't waste any time. Huge striker, really strong, really muscular. I'm not sure what Adams' path to victory is. It's probably swinging really hard and hoping to land a good shot. In hopes that he doesn't get hit before he gets hit, because once Wint lands one shot, Adams is going to be on wobbly legs. I mean, the minus 3.5 on the spread is minus 1,000. So there's not a whole lot you can do besides taking some kind of under Wint early. What's I don't know what half a round is. Under half a round is plus 165. I like the Hasan one a lot more, but I'm not going to be surprised if that one hits. So it's favorite heavy tonight. There's only a couple of underdogs that I think have a shot, and I don't think those really have much of a shot. If I had to rank who's most likely to pull a quote upset, Abe over Escarrega is a much closer fight. I thought earlier in the week it was going to be Pagliarulo, but once I saw face-offs and weigh-ins and saw that Pagliarulo doesn't have quite the height and reach disadvantage, I'm not on there. And then the rest of the guys are so juiced. So, all right, it's going to be a great Tuesday, $5 Tuesday over at Wager Talk. Good luck on your bets, and we will see everyone tonight on the live show.